Hey guys, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from TheShinkingPastor.com.
Together, the three of us, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome to Tobacco Advent 2014, day 16.
Good morning.
And let me just swing around here and make this happen. Try not to drop the cornament. Ooh, this is a heavy one. Okay. Here, I'm going to tear into the tobacco, and you can read the love note.
All right, this is from Joel Ransom. It says, Reverie from GeorgetownTobacco.com. Our most popular aromatic blend with bits of dark Cavendish, bright Virginias, and the mellowing effect of Burley. It has a deliciously sweet flavor that no one has been quite able to pin down.
Really?
That's what it says.
Reverie?
Reverie.
Sure it's Reverie?
That's what your little sheet of paper says. That's what this sheet of paper says.
Like
so yes, I'm sure. Reverie.
Is that like Reveille?
No.
Let's see if we can pin this down, shall we? Oh, gotta use the matches.
Cavendish.
Cannot get myself in the habit of using matches.
Yeah. I gave up on the matches a few days ago because I would use the match once, but then I would need to use the lighter because I tend to have to light twice to really get it going. In general. And this time last year, people were telling me, don't feel bad about that. Because smoking a pipe should be fun, and you shouldn't be afraid of looking like a doofus.
Don't stress out over it. All right. Today's question. When did you realize that Santa isn't real?
Whoa! What? What sort of crazy are you talking here, Markwood?
Just saying. It's on the sheet.
I pretty much grew up with... My parents didn't... they didn't reinforce Santa as a mystery magic gift-giving machine. And so for me, I don't ever remember a time believing that Santa was real.
Santa was always a character that was a part of the holiday celebration. But we wanted our kids to show appreciation to the people that actually earned or made or discovered or shared the gifts at Christmas time. Mm-hmm. So much effort goes into that, and we wanted the right people to receive the appreciation for that. So, yeah, Santa was always there, but Santa was not the guy that really brought the gifts. Now, when I was a kid, that wasn't the case. I thought Santa was absolutely real. And I forget exactly how I found out about it, but it also kind of formed my opinion of how Santa Claus should be used, represented in a Christian home. And that is because I immediately tied in the myth of Santa Claus with, whoa, wait a second, what else am I being taught that sounds outrageous to me, and is it fake too? Mm-hmm. And so I had a crisis of faith at about the age of 7, 8, and it happened around Christmas time. So I remember having conversations with my dad that year about all that, and remember those conversations in the car, and so to me, as years went forward, I kind of established, what role Santa plays in the family. So,
yeah, I heard a pastor talk one time, and I thought this was pretty wise in a Christian household about what we can do and how we can address Santa. And there are 3 ways that we can do it. We can either ignore it and let basically just play fully into the Santa story. We can reject it and say completely there will be no Santa Claus.
Santa's evil.
That's right. Or we can redeem it. And we can use Santa and especially Saint Nicholas as the springboard for talking about Jesus and talking about why did Saint Nicholas, who is the foundation of Santa Claus, why did he do what he did? Why did he give gifts, and what was his motivation? In fact, just the other night, Allison Ender and I watched the Veggie Tales. They did a video on St. Nicholas. I'm getting a cramp. Sorry.
Step back, man. You have no head.
I don't in real life either. Did a story on St. Nicholas and tying it into Santa Claus and why.
What vegetable was St. Nicholas?
A pepper. It was a pepper. And so tying it into how Nicholas learned that we give gifts because Jesus gave us the gift first, and that was the mentality, and that we share joy because we've been given joy. And so they did a really good job of showing how that translates into modern day, how we give gifts selflessly because we have been blessed. So that, I think, if you're a Christian or have a religious skew, that's a really good way of teaching your children that lesson without rejecting Santa and without completely embracing it, because lets you still recognize Santa as a symbol of
how can you not?
Jesus.
Santa is everywhere at Christmas time. It's so interwoven into our cultural Christmas experience that you can't ignore that there's Santa. And some of the things that corporations have done with Santa are things that I don't care for, and it irritates me at times, especially knowing that my grandkids are seeing this commercial, and to see Santa behaving this way,
right,
just really irritates me.
Yeah.
But hey, that's a battle for my kids to deal with.
Yeah.
with my grandkids. So
that's right.
Anyway, I'd love to know about you and how you learned about Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And, let's, again, tie it in. What do you do with Santa now as an adult, especially if you are a parent? How did you deal with that? Be curious to know. All right, we're going to wrap this up. We'll see you guys again tomorrow.
Later.